Hello everyone and welcome to Little Woolly Things. My name is Wendelika and I am the maker behind Little Woolly Things. You can find all of my patterns at littlewoollythings.com. I would love to help you with any issues you might have with any of my patterns. Hopefully there aren't any too difficult. A lot of my patterns have video tutorials that go along with them, and some of my recent patterns even have playlists to knit along with. I have just a few things that I want to share with you on this podcast episode. I don't know, it's like episode 34 or something. I am recording on April 20th, 2021, and I am outside on my deck enjoying the beautiful springtime weather. It feels really nice. I hope that you are enjoying some beautiful weather where you are as well. If not, you can snuggle up inside with a cup of coffee or cocoa or whatever your favorite beverage is, and hopefully spend some time with your projects. I have actually already recorded this podcast once, and I am working on it again, as my last episode had issues with sound. I bought a new microphone, and I'll insert a little clip of the unboxing of my new microphone, and I am still learning how to use it. So I had some settings checked that shouldn't have been checked, or unchecked that should have been checked. I don't know. I've gone through so many things I've forgotten what I've done. So anyway, I'm hoping that you can hear me better this time than the last episode. I'm going to start by talking about the Uplift Makealong. I don't know if you have heard about it yet. It's being hosted by Ruth Brasch, and the basic concept is that we want to encourage other makers, other pattern designers who maybe you haven't heard of before because they just don't have as big of a following yet as some other bigger names in the knitting design industry. And she's not limiting it to knitting. There are designers involved who design with crochet or Tunisian crochet or do some of both. I am involved as a knit and a crochet designer. I don't have a lot of crochet patterns posted, but I do have a couple. So I went ahead and put myself in there as a bi-stitchual designer. And if you are interested, go check out Ruth Brasch's Instagram account. She has a lot of information there, and I'm sure she can get you hooked up. She's got the group set up on the Mighty Networks, which was a new platform to me. It's been really fun. It enables us to comment on people's posts, and the notification says somebody has cheered your post. So we give little hearts, and it says that we're cheering each other on, and that's really, really fun. So get on there and check out the list of designers involved, and maybe you'll find some really talented designer that you never would have found otherwise. So as part of that Uplift Make-Along, I have already finished my first project. Let me show you. This is the Pebbles. I think it's called the Pebbles hat. Beach Pebbles, excuse me. Beach Pebbles cowl and hat. They come in one pattern, both patterns as one document by Kerry, Bullock-Ozkan. And I did not have enough of my yarn to do both, so I just did the hat. This is my hand spun yarn. And the hat fit me pretty well until I blocked it, which really didn't surprise me that it would grow. So I picked up stitches from my cast on edge. The pattern begins with a seed stitch, and so I just continued in seed stitch. I used a smaller needle, and I decreased about 20 stitches because it was probably 4 inches too large in circumference for my head. So now it's slouchy and fun, and I really love it because this yarn is really soft and squishy and wonderful. So this is my Beach Pebbles hat. You can see it's got some nice slouch here, and I think it's just going to be really comfy. It's definitely tall enough I can have a bun on the top of my head and it won't make the hat pull up above my ears or anything. The next thing I want to show you is the mystery knit along that I am hoping to take part in. I have yarn on the way. It's supposed to be arriving today. It's probably sitting in my mailbox right now, so I will have to go grab it and pet my yarn later, because I'm kind of busy at the moment, not just recording my podcast. I have a lot of things going on, and since I already recorded this once, I'm on take 2. I'm really crunched for time now. But anyway, this is called The Knights Who Say Knit. Doesn't that sound like fun? Based, of course, on Monty Python. If you are interested, this is a pattern by Lyrical Knits, and you can find all of the information on Ravelry. And let's see. You can check out Mary Annarella's newsletter with more information. All right, so last episode I showed you the sock yarn that I bought from Knit Picks, and I was making socks for the whole family. I got through all of them, and I finally got to my own pair of socks. So here is my pair. They are another pair of shorties with a 1x1 twisted rib, and they are toe-up socks with a toe-up gusset heel. I don't know what you call this heel style. It is in the 2 at a Time Toe-Up Socks book, and boy, I really appreciate that book. When I want to make this style heel and I can never remember exactly how it goes, I just flip open to the directions in that book and refresh my memory, and away I go. I think I'm hoping to do some embellishing on these socks, maybe some crocheted flowers stitched on, or maybe just some embroidered flowers. I don't know, but I'm thinking something springy and I don't know, pinks, yellows, greens. I think they go nicely with these, like sky blue with maybe a little touch of gray clouds in the sky. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. I will keep you apprised as this develops. Okay, now another project that I'm working on. This one is just a yarn doodle, and I am having fun with my stitch dictionaries on this one. I am using, hello rooster, I am using Caron Cotton Cakes yarn, and another Caron yarn that I'm not sure exactly what it's called. I lost the ball band for it, but anyway, the Caron Cakes is a self-striping yarn. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen and not at the lens there. What I'm doing is, as I get to each different color in the skein, I am just flipping through my stitch dictionary, finding a stitch that I like, and working it for that color stripe. And this is basically just a Northeasterly Blanket pattern on steroids. It's just extra big. I'm going to make 3 strips like this, and I think I'm going to alternate direction, sew them together, and this will be a baby blanket. Sorry, I'm showing you the wrong side. This will be a baby blanket for my granddaughter Riley, and I'm hoping that I can get this done because I have one more grandbaby to make a baby blanket for, who was born just a few months ago, and we just found out we have another grandbaby on the way, so I am now 3 baby blankets behind. So this is fun, and I am alternating it with this fuzzy skein here and there. I don't think I want to do it like every 3rd row or whatever, just when I feel like it, for throwing it in for more texture. The last thing I want to show you is actually a thrift store find, and my idea is that I want to, you can see somebody cut the tag out here, I want to upcycle this a bit. It's a nice swingy top with a cute design along the bottom edge of the top, and it has pockets. So that's really exciting. They're not really deep pockets, but it has pockets. So I really like this. It looks really comfortable. Of course, we can't try anything on in the thrift stores right now because, you know, All of the fitting rooms are closed because of COVID issues. So I did try this on when I got home. It's a little bit snug, and I think if this had been a stretchy fabric, it would have fit just fine. It would have been absolutely perfect. But because this is a woven fabric with no stretch, it's just a little bit snug, and I wanted to give it a little more room. So I decided that I want to crochet a strip of insertion lace. And here it is. This is the beginning of my lace. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm Little Woolly Things on Instagram. You have seen this already, perhaps. And my idea is that I'm going to take this, I'm going to work it, long enough. And I'm going to probably use some basting spray, and I will stick this onto the back of the top and stitch down the sides. And then I will cut the fabric underneath it and roll the edges and hem it in place to give me just a little bit extra room. I don't really need it wider, I just need it to have a little bit of give. So this is my lace. This yarn is by Ruth Brasch, Fearless Feet Fiber Co. She is not dyeing yarn anymore, I don't think, but she did gift this to me a while back, and so this is what I am using, and I think the color is absolutely perfect for this top. So it's going to make a really neat just accent, and it will make a completely unique garment, which is always fun. I will show you that as that progresses, and if you want to see sneak peeks here and there, follow me on Instagram, because I post pictures there all the time. All right, so, I wanted to show you where I got the stitch patterns for that little strip of lace. I went looking for some really old crochet pattern books that I inherited from my husband's grandmother, and unfortunately I couldn't find those. They have lots of beautiful edging designs, and I thought that would be just really easy to knit a strip of one of those edgings and insert it in my top, but I couldn't find my books. So as I was looking, I came across this Interweave Knits magazine. This is, I said Interweave Knits. Interweave Crochet. This is the fall 2011 issue, and the cover design is just absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. I love the patterns. It's simple, but elegant. And I thought I could probably manage to just take the motifs that I want and center them in my little strip. And it seems to be working so far. This is the Lace Canopy Cardi Wrap, which was designed by Simone Merchante. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Maybe it's not quite as French as that, but I don't know. Anyway, the pattern is written out and it's charted in a beautiful crochet chart. And I really, really appreciate that. It makes it so much easier to figure out spacing when you're adapting a crochet pattern. So that is what I started with. It is really a lovely design. And if you can get your hands on maybe a digital copy of this, it's got a lot of really neat stuff in it. I keep all of my old knitting magazines. I don't think my husband's really impressed, but I really, really appreciate being able to just flip through some of these old magazines and find some really wonderful patterns that are definitely worth looking at, getting inspiration from, or just sitting down and knitting or crocheting or whatever. I think they're a really valuable resource. And when the internet goes down, I still have patterns. So anyway, the sun is starting to get right in my eyes here, and I think it is time to sign off. This is a sort of a short and sweet podcast episode today. It kind of had to be. I do have things I need to do, places I need to be this evening. I am the video producer for our church, and we have a music rehearsal to record tonight. So that's what I'm off to do. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're enjoying your knitting or your crocheting or your macrame or weaving or whatever it is that you're doing while you listen to your podcasts. And I will see you next time. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, check out my website, littlewoollythings.com, and I will see you around the internet. Thanks a lot. Bye.